All right, guys, man, we got something a little bit different, man. We got a YouTuber by the name of CROOKS the Great. Now, the title of this video says, "Does Pryoxis have the most toxic community in UFC 5?" And his response. Now, guys, man, I'm reacting to CROOKS the Great because I know him and Pryoxis have some type of connection together. And since Pryoxis dropped the video, I'm just like only gonna react to him. I'm going to react to Pryoxis' friend and Pryoxis on this video right here, guys. So this is gonna be an interesting one. Now, if you don't know the whole storyline behind it, by the way, I've been out of the whole UFC loop my damn self. But oh well, never mind. He's on the other side. But if you don't know the whole storyline behind it, basically Pryoxis fought this guy named Treehouse. I did not watch the video, by the way, but he fought this guy named Treehouse. I guess Treehouse was a spammy guy, and Pryoxis didn't like his style of fighting. So and Pryoxis ended up getting a W. So once he ended up getting a W, Pryoxis' community, if I had to guess, was attacking Treehouse, basically calling them trash. Probably went extra and basically said, "I'm probably gonna fuck your mom" or some crazy shit like that. But basically they attacked him, and now it leads to this right here, Pryoxis dropping a video.
AKA CTG, and I'm back at
guys. I got Hell Divers, by the way, man. So yes, I don't know if you'll still be doing a lot of UFC. We might be on Hell Divers. Let me know what you guys think about that.
Yo, what's going on, my people?
Well, never mind. He's on the other side. All right, let's go ahead and flip to the other side. All right, hold on. You better not fucking skip forward too, by the way. Like the video, subscribe.
AKA CTG. And this isn't going to be a banger of a video because it's going to be one of the harder videos that I've ever had to make. I'm not going to lie to you because I got to come at somebody that I really respect. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I used to be friends with.
Used to be friends with? Oh, shit. What happened? How did they fall off? What did I miss? Since when did they fall off?
Before,
guys, I don't know if they had any Twitter beef. I'm not really big on the UFC community when it comes to Twitter. But how did they fall off? Put me on game.
We had a falling out. And, of course, as you guys can see, that's Pryoxis. Now, this situation really has spiraled downhill since yesterday. Obviously, he dropped a video kind of saying he's exposing Treehouse for Treehouse having a cheesy style of play. And what initially started probably as a video, you know, to get clicks, you know what I'm saying, to get clicks, really has spiraled downhill and involved multiple people. Obviously, you have Pryoxis, you have Treehouse, you have Marshall Mind.
Marshall's in the fold.
You have Romero chiming in.
Romero!
You got people in Discords threatening people's families and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, bro. You know what's crazy? I feel like Marshall Mind and Romero is waiting for this exact point to get Pryoxis. It really felt like that. It felt like, it's not like they plotted on him, but it kind of felt like they plotted on him, if you know what I mean. Like, if Pryoxis has any fuck-ups, we're going to go ahead and bash his ass. And I feel like they might be building the narrative of Pryoxis having a toxic community. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not going to jump to conclusions, guys. That's me jumping quick to conclusions. You guys, you better not skip. Hold on. I'm going to fix the baby real quick. Come on. Alright, let's go ahead and keep going into this motherfucker.
It really has gotten out of hand, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie to you. It really has gotten out of hand. So it prompted Pry to make a video because a lot of people are calling his community the most toxic community in the UFC gaming community, period. So I wanted to make a response video. And like I said in my last Treehouse video, I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100. If he makes factual statements...
Hey, guys, one more time. One more fucking time. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to put the volume down real quick so we can hear this perfectly. Alright. You better not have skipped, you sons of bitches. Alright, now we're locked in for the next 30 minutes.
I'm not afraid to say, you know what, he's right with that. He's right. But if he makes non-factual statements... I'm going to say that as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Oh, man.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? Check this out, bro. I was gonna go on Twitter and make a post about it and yada yada yada, but listen, I don't feel like sitting on Twitter.
Volume might be a little low.
Seeing Twitter and
yeah, I was about to say. You see, I'm over here clicking my volume up. Like, hold on, am I tripping?
Going back and forth with niggas. I'm not doing it, bro. All right. So I'm gonna speak my piece within this video, and I'm gonna move the fuck on. All right.
Oh, he had to pause on that curse word real quick. Okay, play with that monetization now.
Simply put.
Shit, I'm not monetized. Let me not talk.
Recently, well, believe yesterday or 2 days ago, I dropped a video going against that Treehouse dude. I called him a cheeser. I called him a bum. Now, address a couple things. One, Crooks. I called his playstyle a bum. When I call him a bum, I stand on that. I'm not calling him a bum personally. That's what I meant. All right? I'm not really even sure why you react to the video, but I digress.
All right, so let me address this issue right here. Number one, I never said that he was personally calling Treehouse a bum. What I took issue with him when he said it was, he said no offense. No offense means you don't mean any harm by what you're saying. You're not trying to like offend the person at all or anything like that. Never said that he attacked Treehouse personally or that he was attacking Treehouse personally. I just said if you're gonna call somebody a bum, stand on that shit. Stand on it, bro. Don't say no shit.
Oh my god. What?
Just clarify what you mean. You know what I'm saying? Don't say no offense. If you're gonna call him a bum, call him a bum. It is what it is. Stand on that shit. Don't say you're a bum and then back off of it and be like, oh, no offense.
He felt like it was like a backhand, even like you like it was like a kind of like a backhand like shade. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. Like fuck that. Instead of doing a backhand shade, like nigga, just backhand his ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to backhand him and turn around. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it was.
That was offensive. You called him a bum. You might not be calling him personally like he's a bum in real life, like he don't work and stuff like that. But you are offending him by calling him a bum. You made a whole video titled "Exposing a Top 10 Ranked Bum." Not word for word. I'm not saying that's the video name word for word, but something along those lines. Exposing a top 10 ranked bum. So just stand on that, bro. That's what I was saying. If you're gonna say something about somebody, stand on that.
That's facts.
And
that's
the reason
facts,
why
though.
I made a video about it is because there's a lot of people that do play like that, that think that that's okay. You feel what I'm saying? So it was a learning video, and that's what I said initially. So you didn't watch my video close enough, and obviously you just kind of skimmed through it to see what I was saying, or else you would have heard me say, this is the teaching, this is the learning video. I don't want people to fight like this, and I'm going to show you guys ways that this couldn't have been cheese. If Treehouse would have mixed up strikes more in his video, it wouldn't have been considered cheese. He would have had more success against you.
Man, to be honest, I don't give a flying fuck, man. Cheese this shit all the way out. To be honest, this game ain't cheesable enough. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like UFC 5 ain't cheesable enough. They got rid of the knee elbow spam. Like, are you kidding me? Now the elbow is there, but I'm talking about that knee elbow when at its prime oomph. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things is going in the game that it really hurts my heart. It really hurts my heart. So, I mean, at this point, it's by all means necessary to get this motherfucking win. I'm talking about, guys, you never been in a predicament where you stun a motherfucker 30 times. And he survived every last stun. You never been in that predicament. So, yes, sometimes you gotta cheese. I don't know. For that with Treehouse, I'm not mad at it. That's your style. As long as it's not... If it's guardable, boom. And you know it's guardable because Pryoxis got the win over him. That's all it is.
But my aim for the video itself was to teach people. It was a learning video, not just a shit on Pryoxis type video or a shit on Treehouse type video. So yeah, and I made video for content just like you do. Just like you're doing right now. You don't need to address it, but you are because you feel like you need to. So it is what it is. But that's the reason why I said what I said in my video yesterday, and I made the video in general.
Like I said, the way he played play like a bum. So I called him a bum. But I'm not going to call him a bum personally because I don't know the dude personally. I just know the person holding the controller playing the game. Simply put. Now moving forward. Romero 17. He puts on Twitter a screenshot of somebody being extremely toxic. And it was a text. Now, granted, I didn't read all that, bro. Hey, sorry for your loss or congratulations. I ain't reading all that. But I did read some of it. And it was extremely toxic. But to put that off on me when I didn't directly tell anybody to do that or directly send that attack to anybody is sick work. And it's actually an assumption.
Right? That is.
Now,
that is, if it's true on how Pryoxis is saying it.
I got something coming up, and I just want to know where was this energy at when this particular person did something that was a direct attack. But before I do talk about that, I want to say this. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. You can call me a crybaby. You can say all I do is complain.
All right, let me address this. Let me address this before we go on and I forget. So for those of you guys that didn't know and that aren't really in the community discords like that and are
how do you get in these discords?
Which I know a fair amount of you. I'm barely on Twitter,
say that.
So not a lot of you guys are going to be on Twitter.
But I ain't on
somebody went into a Discord and really posted a vile message to Treehouse, basically saying that they would kill him, and all this other stuff, man. Just threatening him physically, telling him that they would kill him and do all this different stuff like that. Absolutely vile and ridiculous that somebody would even type that in a Discord. And Romero actually posted it up on Twitter. So that's what started this engagement, I feel like, in my opinion. Now, Pryor and Romero's beef goes a ways back. They've had beef. They've had multiple run-ins and stuff like that. But the tweet that Romero posted was and basically implying is that look at what Pryor's community does. Look at what they're saying. Now, although Pryor made a good point right here that it's kind of a little bit, in a way, reckless to put that on him, he has to understand the position that he's in. And I feel like this happens with a lot of content creators as they come up. And this is something that I have preached to you guys religiously about me, that I got to keep my own self in check as I start to grow as a content creator, is I have to understand the platform that I have. I have a following, albeit little, small, big, medium, doesn't matter. I have a following. People listen to what I say. And what I say, they will either go run with or use it against me. So Pry's problem right here, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, it's nobody else's opinion. Although it's reckless to put it on Pry and not fair to put it on Pryoxis that somebody typed something like that, he's not coming out and making a video saying, hey, you know what? Y'all need to stop doing that. And that's what he needs to do.
No. Now, obviously, I don't feel like he needs to make a specific video saying that. I feel like within this video right here, just tell him stop doing this shit. You're just gonna address everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if, am I hearing it wrong? Basically, is he saying after this video, have a specific video saying, hey, yo, chill out on them or some shit? All in all, I mean, then again, it is death threats. I forgot about that part. It is death threats, though. I thought they were probably just saying that, oh, you suck at the game. But then again, motherfuckers is saying, I'm going to kill you and shoot you. So, yeah. That is a great point. I forgot all about that part. Yeah.
That's what he needs to do. When somebody types a message like what was typed against Treehouse yesterday, you have to come on and say something. Staying quiet is just as bad as not saying nothing, or as literally condoning what the person is doing, because you're not reprimanding them for doing it. You're not saying, hey, you know what? That's hella wrong, bro. Get the hell up out of my community, bro. Nobody in my community does this. Nobody in my community types this type of shit to other people.
Yeah, that's crazy work. But, man, like for me personally, I wouldn't even take a death threat serious. Like, granted, that's something you don't play with. But I mean, over a UFC 5, what, you want to make a death threat to me and think I'm gonna take that shit serious? Over UFC 5? Nigga, come kill me, nigga. I want to see you do it. Come do it.
That's what Pryoxis needs to do. But that's not what he's trying to do. What he's trying to do is not being and washing his hands with the whole situation by evading and not acting like he sees these comments. And that's not cool, bro. That's basically condoning and looking the other way on negative behavior. You need to address that, bro. Ban people. Time people out. Kick people out of your community, bro. I have to do it. Personally, when people came in and were talking crap, when me and Pry had our fallout, and when Marshall Mind and Pry were going at each other, I timed anybody out that came in and said some dumb shit. Because I said, you know what? When him and Marshall were going in between it, it ain't none of my business, bro. That's two grown men, and they need to handle that the way they're going to handle that. And I timed anybody out that came in and said negative things about him or Marshall Mind. Or even when I had my fallout with him, anybody that said anything negative about him, they got timed out in my streams.
Man, I don't know. That's too much now. That's too much. Everybody has an opinion. Now, if somebody just says, Ayo, Pryoxis, for an example, is a bad content creator. I mean, it's his opinion. Would I time him out for it? No. Is this some hating shit? Yeah. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, man, guys. You know me. I'm like kicking this motherfucker. You know the app Kick? Man, say whatever the fuck you want to say, dog. I really don't give a fuck. Just don't say no death threat shit. To be honest, that's just me, though. That's just me. Everybody moves different with their community, but that's just how I move personally. Like, bro, say whatever the fuck you want to say. To be honest, call me a trash content creator. I'm not going to sit here and ban you. I'm not going to sit here and time you out. That's just me, though. Call me trash all you want.
Once you start timing people out and banning people,
say my content's garbage.
The correct actions will take place, bro. If they support you,
now if you spam that shit, that's a different ball game. If you spam it 24/7, or you're trash, you're a trash content creator, you're trash. All right, now you're gonna get banned. But you say it maybe once or two times. I'll keep you in.
If they don't,
I'll let it ride. But you spam it,
my friend. You got
all right. We're not doing all that.
1,000 subs, brother. Not all of them are toxic, but you need to set that precedence. You need to understand what position you are in as a content creator. You need to make
community. Like, Pryoxis put a lot of people on. Pryoxis helped a lot of people get.
Man, I don't want to hear that. Pryoxis put a lot of people on. Man, I like. By the way, before I say this, Pryoxis dropped banger videos. When I first started getting into the community, Pryoxis is one of the first guys I seen. I mean, he's the second biggest content creator. How can you not see him in the community? And once you type UFC 5, he's going to be like ranked number 2 or some shit like that. But all in all, man, you know how many times I try to get in Pryoxis' live streams and play him? You know that's one of the hardest things to ever do? Go on his live streams and play him. Oh my gosh. At that point, I was like, you know what? I gave up. I'm not even going to even try to do it anymore. If I get to the top and I see you at the top, we'll play each other. That's just what my whole thought with it. Pryoxis is not going to fight you if you're a content creator. That's just my thing. That's my thing. Because that same live stream that he was in, basically, it was this dude. I'm forgetting. JMMA was in there too. So now I'm trying to get this one-on-one with Pryoxis, JMMA there. So I'm like, oh shit, Pryoxis don't want to do the 1v1. Fuck it. I want to fight JMMA. So now I'm texting JMMA in the chat like, hey bro, let's get a 1v1. And I believe Pryoxis after that was like, I'm not fighting anybody unless like you make content. Let's make something out of it. I'm not just gonna fight you for fun. I typed in the chat like, oh shit, I make content. This is perfect. Both of them still didn't fight me. They said fuck me and then fought each other. And that shit was like crazy work. After that, my chat got ignored. Like everything I wrote got ignored. That moment I was like, yeah, I'm done I'm done trying to fight these UFC content creators. But it's like that with a lot of these guys. Nas UFC 2. It's like that with a lot of these guys. But I don't, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and complain. But my whole thing is, if I ever get to the top of doing this UFC thing, I'm going to fight every fucking body that comes my way. And a lot of you guys are going to get this ass whipping.
Subscribers so they can monetize their videos. Pryoxis hosted a lot of people's channels. Pryoxis show love donating to people. In life, people usually scream the negatives and they whisper. They whisper the positives, they scream the negatives. Same thing he does. Did we forget? I didn't charge a single person in this community for a collab. I'm talking people you could have had 1 to 1,000 subscribers. I was collaborating with you. Why? Because I wanted to see the community win. We forget about that, right? But when anything negative happens, right? I spoke about the developer and what he said. People went into the Discord, it was being negative. Truthfully speaking, people was already negative in the Discord, but I'll take your blame for why the developers is boo-hooing and won't drop anything in the Discord. Cool. That's long gone. Oh, that's why they don't communicate with the community. Do me a favor. Go to the official UFC, EA Sports UFC 5 Twitter, and tell me when are they interacting with their community. I digress. So stop acting like they was really talking to us like that. Anyways, like I said,
get to Marshall, man.
Showing mad people love.
Well, let this play a little bit
Mad
farther.
people love. And there's mad people that can vouch for me. But
now, I will say, even though I went on my little rant, he's shown people love, too. I will say. I'm not going to act like he hasn't shown people love. He's shown people love. I got to give credit where it's due.
All right. So, with what he said right here, this is all factual statements.
Let me get the Pryoxis stimulus check, though, man.
Bro.
Let me stop.
This is all factual statements. Pry has put a lot of content creators on. He's probably one of the most actively involved content creators with helping build communities. He has. And I could say that personally because he helped me build mine. He did. In the beginning, we did collabs. He pushed my videos. He did a lot of work. I bounced ideas off of him. We did a lot of brainstorming together. He supported me. He donated. I donated. He became a channel member. I became a channel member. We did all that good stuff, So I'm going to agree with what he said right there. He does put a lot of people on, from myself to Ozzy Kid to supported Goat 1099. He supported Romero. Like, he's done a lot of different things to help out the community. So, yes, he does have a good track record with that. I found this kind of funny because when he does it right here, this is the same thing Marshall Mine was doing to Pry. Just in a more, when they were going back and forth, Marshall Mine basically claimed that he put Pryoxis on. He did. Whether that be right or wrong, that was the point that he made. He claimed that he put Pryoxis on, and Pryoxis literally came back and said, "You know what, bro? I don't like that. I did the work. I put myself on." So that he's coming out and saying like, "Hey, I put a lot of people on and stuff like that." It shades a little bit of shades of that what you didn't like, huh? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's facts.
It's facts. He could say that. It's facts. It's facts. It's part of his accolades. I'm not gonna say and lie. It's facts. He could say that. Yeah, I put hella niggas on. But in terms of Marshall Mind, like, I don't know what, I wasn't there in the community around that time, so I really can't speak on that. But I can say that Pryoxis put motherfuckers on, so he could definitely say that.
It's not lies. And just like with Marshall Mine did put Pryoxis on a little bit. He pushed his content at the beginning and helped him gain a fan base, helped him gain a community. You know what I'm saying?
But guys, man, fuck that, man. I tried doing the whole, let me go ahead and communicate with a YouTuber route, man. Fuck the bullshit, guys. We gonna put ourselves on, man. Guys, we're gonna build this shit from the ground up, man. We're gonna build it, man. I'm really so pumped. I'm about to hop on UFC right now, damn it. We're gonna build this from the ground up, guys. Man, you know what? I'm misunderstood. I think that's just what it is. So, guys, I need you guys to really rally around this community, man. Fetty gang, Fetty boys, Fetty world. Come on, man. Let's rally up. Let's be strong. Like the video, fucking subscribe, damn it.
So just like Martial Mind wasn't necessarily wrong, was he wrong for saying it?
Damn.
You know, that's debatable. Yes, no. Regardless, I'm not going to give my opinion on that. But Pryoxis is the same way. He has put a lot of people on. And whether was he right for saying this? Debatable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say whether he was right or wrong. I'm just saying it's kind of the same thing that Martial Mind was doing.
He could say it, though.
I do this
right
shit.
or wrong, he could say it.
See motherfuckers win. But to say that because Pryoxis' fault, it's Pryoxis' fault because screenshots and this and that. If I didn't directly send them to do that, I can't take blame for that. I could understand why it could be it kind of is your fault, Pryoxis. I could understand that. Being realistic because it's partially because of my video. But who's to say that dude that did that post ain't just a pure troll and just put that in there just to be a troll?
Now, this right here is what I'm talking about. This is trying to wash your hands of any accountability. Yes, you literally just said.
Yeah, it is trying to wash your hands of any accountability.
It could have been because of my video, and then the next statement that comes out, you say, but who's to say this? You're basically expunging what you just said by giving a reason as to why it might not be that way. Just take accountability for it, bro. Just say, hey, if it was because of my video, anybody in my community, stop that shit, bro. Cut that shit out. It's not cool. It's not cool to attack people's families. It's not cool to say you're gonna kill somebody. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke, bro. But what I don't like right here is this deflection that he's doing. Well, it's not because of me. I'm not responsible. Or no, not that he's saying it's not because of him. He's kind of just saying, well, there's other reasons as to why this could happen. You're deflecting, bro. Just say, hey, if it was because of my video, I apologize. But I don't feel like I'm responsible for that. If there's a lot of other reasons as to why that could have happened. But take your responsibility and say, you know what? If it was because of my video, I apologize. Anybody in my community, this shit ain't cool. Come on, bruh. Like I said, know your platform.
But Pryoxis, the most toxic community? Interesting. Pryoxis has never sent...
Damn, is this gonna happen to me whenever I get big in the whole UFC community? Because, man, there's gonna be a lot of moments where I might be exposing the #1 ranked bum. And motherfuckers just gonna go in their comments way it sounds like, let me go against the top 10 ranked fighter. And, oh man, if you thought those comments would be bad, godly, I'm gonna be on motherfuckers' ass. What? Y'all know how I fight, man. I don't give a flying fuck who you are and what you do. I am on your ass no matter who the fighter is. That's why these YouTubers don't want to fight me for real. Because if I beat them, oh my gosh, it will be a viral fucking clip. No debate about it, bro. No debate about it. I'm making that shit viral. And that shit's gonna sting your heart. Literally, I'm gonna fight you. Let me not say my game plan. You just don't know.
Sent people to anyone's channel or anyone that's streaming to show any hate.
Actually, we fought a YouTuber. T-Dog. We fought him. You guys, check that video out. Check that banger out. Please, dude.
All I do is show love when it comes.
Shout out to T-Dog, by the way, man. Even though he did not, we matched up in a ranked fight. So, I mean, it didn't really count as him wanting to fight me. Hey. First ever YouTuber fight.
Ouch. Small or big.
It's facts. Like I just said earlier.
My question was this. Where was this energy when I'm going to call him your big brother, Marshall. And it sucks that Marshall has to catch this straight. But he got to catch this straight because you were speaking on me. And this is a very interesting video that he dropped that you didn't open your lips to speak about or get on your phone to tweet about. You didn't say nothing. This was okay, right? But somebody indirectly saying something toxic because of quote unquote my video, that's my fault. That's my community. But where was this energy when Marshall dropped this? And again, this is not a dig at Marshall, right? This is a dig at where was your lips whenever this video dropped to speak on, right? Marshall.
Oh, he had that shit on go. That shit was on go. Off one click, my guy.
Right here. Let me find it.
This is like what, UFC 4? Yeah, 4.
The most mentally disabled player in UFC 4. Now he was talking about NWO Rowdy Savage, right?
It's
Now,
UFC 4.
Damn, that's a hell of a receipt.
The description.
The retard.
NWO Rowdy Savage. He purposely put the link to his channel in the description. Something that he didn't do for you. But I digress.
What's up with this digress?
He purposely put it right there.
Word of the day.
And called him a reet when Rowdy Savage isn't. He just another bum cheeser.
What the fuck?
Right? Now, the pinned message. Be kind to him, boys. It's really not his fault. He's just doing the best he can considering his disability. He isn't disabled. He's just a cheeser. But if you guys want to go and watch this video, you can type in that title. But look at this.
So, after this fight, win or lose, man, you guys need to go to his channel and you need to
After this fight,
in the
win or lose, you guys need to go to his channel.
comment section, let him know that you
to the
guys
comment
know of
section.
his disability and you feel for him, truly. You know? Let him know that you guys know of his extremely low IQ and that you guys are impressed with what he's been able to accomplish regardless of it.
Yeah, that's how I want my... You see how Marshall Mind is talking? That's how I want my opponent to sound. That's how I want him to be angry. That's how I like it. That brings the thrills and chills to me, dog. I kid you not. That shit is giving me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. I'm telling you guys, we need to get a fight against a YouTuber. I need to get to this moment where, hey, guys, go ahead and comment in his channel. Call him trash. Let him know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Call me trash. You know? Man, I'm getting turned right now. That's what I want.
Whether Marshall was sarcastic or not, he could have kept.
That would have brought the chills and thrills to me, man. If I was this guy right here, whoever's fighting Marshall Mind in this video, what? And I seen that? What? Oh my gosh. A death threat? Man, I would have been laughing at it like,
in this video.
I'm that good? I got niggas wanting to kill me over this shit.
To have his subscribers, this was a.
I'm that good? Niggas want to kill me over this shit, bruh. Go ahead and kill me over this shit then. Man, you just don't know, man. This is where I need to get at in the UFC community, dog.
300 up subscribers, 300K to go to that dude's channel.
How much subscribers did he gain, though? That's a real question.
Now, all right, so let's touch on this. I didn't know of this video. But what Pryoxis is saying here is right. He has a point. He has a point. Now, what's interesting is
it is a good point, though.
actually just heard Romero make a comment about this on his stream this morning, saying that he did address this with Marshall Mind. He did. He said he addressed it with Marshall Mind, but he didn't do it publicly. He did it in the DMs. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, although I see Pry's point I think Pry's point that he's trying to make here is, why didn't he have that same energy in public with Marshall Mind that he has with Pry, right? And I could see that. Maybe he actually just generally thinks that Romero didn't take this up with Marshall Mind.
He's not supposed to know that, though.
But now knowing what I know, right? Hearing Romero say that he told Marshall Mind in the DMs, hey, you know what? You took it too far, bro. I mean, that kind of knocks out that statement. Why didn't you keep that same energy? You don't know what's going on between these brothers, bro.
Nah, he could have just hit up Pryoxis in the DM, though. He could have just hit up Pryoxis DM. Hey, yo, bro, you took that too far, man. You know what I'm saying? He really, like, that, like, what Romero did is just, he tried to add more fuel to that fire. You know what I'm saying? Try to just burn a little bit out of Pryoxis' name. you know, it wouldn't have hurt him. It wouldn't have hurt his view count, even no matter what the tweet could have been, possibly. Well, I wouldn't say no matter what the tweet could have been. But for that tweet right there, it wasn't going to hurt his view count. Maybe, but it could have lost him maybe a good 5 extra subscribers that Pryoxis probably wanted, you know? It hurts him in a way, you know? Hurts
Just
him
like
in a
people
way.
don't know what's going on in the DMs between me and him. A lot of you guys don't know what we talked about in terms of like content and like stuff that we were going to be doing for UFC 5 once it came out, and like issues and discussions that we had. We don't know what was going on or what was said between Romero and Marshall Mine. We just only can speculate it based off of what Romero tells us. And from what I've heard, he said that he addressed it with Marshall Mine. So I can't really get into that. I really can't. Now, the issue itself with Marshall Mind making this video, it's foul, bro. It is foul. It's crossing the line. You cannot do that. You cannot do that, bro.
But yeah, you can't do that at all, though. All jokes aside, you can't do that shit. Real talk, like, for you to go out, go on his channel and comment some crazy shit, that is some crazy shit. I'm just gonna sit here and be honest. I'm just telling you what I would have felt if I was in the opponent's situation and Marshall Mine said that to me. That's how I would have felt. I wouldn't have even taken that serious, to be honest, at all. I would have just trolled. I would have made a reaction video trolling about it. That's how funny I would have made that whole serious. Like, that's just me, though. But for Marshall Mine to say, hey, yo, go on his channel and let him know that how much of a retard he is, that's crazy fucking work.
You can't.
If Marshall called him a retard, fine. Call him whatever you want. Call him a retard, call him the F word, call him whatever you want. But don't go ahead and force other people to follow that ricochet that you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Saying somebody
Like,
has a mental
that's way worse than
disability
Pryoxis did.
is ridiculous, bro. And me knowing Marshall Mine and having talked to Marshall Mine and stuff like that, Marshall Mine is a good dude, bro. Pryoxis, at his core, is a good dude.
What do you mean at his core? What is that supposed to mean? At his core?
But it's not about who you are outside of the content creating realm. It's what you show people when you're in here. That's the way people perceive you. So, and to address something that Price said earlier, he doesn't care about what people say about him or how people perceive him. That's bullshit. It's cap. Because this content creating realm is all about how people see you. It is, bro.
Now, I will say this. Now, Crooks is a little soft. He is a little soft. He's a little soft. But it is what it is, though. He's a little
It's all
soft.
about how people see you because that's how they relate to you. If you're relatable, your experiences that you've gone through, and people can sit here and be like, hey, you know what? I can relate to that guy. They're going to sub up to your channel. They're going to watch your videos. They're going to recommend it to a friend. It's all about how it goes. So you have to care about what people say about you. You have to care about what people think about you if you're trying to do this as a living, which Pryoxis is doing. And like Marshall Mine is doing. So, that's cap. That was bullshit what he said earlier. But the issue with Marshall Mine, that video wasn't cool, bro. It really wasn't. You can't do that. So...
Man, I really don't be on Twitter at all, man. I gotta start being on Twitter more often, man. I think Twitter is where it's at. Guys, I don't be on Twitter at all. So, like, even if I got big into the whole YouTube like space, I don't even think I'd be on Twitter like that. Like, I don't know why I don't really like using the app.
What he's saying about with Romero
That's
said
me getting off topic, though.
Could you ask Romero to leak the DMs? You could, but he's probably gonna tell you hell no, because that's a discussion between him and his boy. I'm not going to release DMs between me and Pryoxis or me and anybody else. Incriminating shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but probably did make a good point. He was saying about the perception of it. It didn't look like Romero said anything about it because he didn't come out publicly and say that. So maybe he's taking issue with that Romero is coming out publicly saying something about him. But, yeah, that's the only thing I could see.
That's different. But you didn't speak and say nothing about that. But you did when it came to me. Sick work.
All right, so that's the end of the video. All the things that he touched on, we stopped, we paused, we touched on them. my last message to you guys is we need to do better as a community, man. As content creators, we got to understand the positions that we have put ourselves in by making ourselves names in this community.
These girls be animals, man. I'm no. That's another story for another
When
day.
something is wrong,
I forgot we was even doing this video,
wrong, bro. We can't just let shit slide. We can't. I'm not gonna say that I'm perfect with it because I've done that shit too. I've let shit slide where I should have said something. I did. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody's imperfect. But when things like this happen and continually happen, you have to say something about it.
Well,
We got to do better. Handle it. You have to. We ain't funny to tell somebody you're funny to threaten people's families, dog. Who you're talking to on the internet, bro?
okay, so he's basically just repeating everything that was said for the most part. I got in the whole memo behind it. By the way, like the video on Crooks video, by the way. Shay, he put up a good, hey, I was locked in. He was going in depth. He was cooking some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. But all in all, man, this is the UFC community, guys. If you guys want to see some real shit, man, subscribe to me. Put in the comments. I'll show you guys some real shit, man. I'll show y'all some real shit, guys. I don't know. I've been really now Crooks went on his little 3-minute rant. Let me get on my rant. Now, I even went on my way. I did not even play this game yet. Helldivers. I didn't even play it yet. My first gameplay is gonna be with you guys. Guys, I am soon starting to leave this community slowly but surely. If you want me on this shit, like the video, subscribe, and yeah. Show me you want me, damn it. Why I want y'all, but y'all don't want me sometimes. That's how I feel. Now I need another favor. Can we go after these YouTubers and call them out for me? Can we pick? Let's pick one together. Can we do that in the comments if you guys can fucking comment? But I don't know. I am thankful. I am thankful. Hey, you guys keep me alive, bro. I kid you not. And I'm not talking about, oh, I would have been suicidal. No, none of that crazy shit. I'm talking about you guys keep me alive spiritually, mentally. Just to wake up and do something within a day, man. So I appreciate you guys. But do what I fucking said. I'm out, guys.